here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked at me. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. In any case, he didn't have any...
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of the...
A glossy exterior, and a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some cleft. Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water. In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths.
Such a detailed description. Almost like you saw it with his own 2 eyes. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you?
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after.
Well, if Zhongli said so...
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli.
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of...
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone?
Useless. Flicker.
Whoa, this might...
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace.
So 4 miners have disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all...
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives.
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't...
Such a huge mine.
Underground, overground, we left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself.
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusions.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please.
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Let... Over here! A pile of shirts.
A few everyday items.
1, 2... Huh. That seems... These must be spares, right?
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift.
So... they...
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tools of their trade. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items?
Why would someone set off...
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But see, or 2, they were forced to leave.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to... Kunjun, what...
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues with...
Or... What does it have to do...
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. Okay.
Looks like he's concentrating
I see. 4...
A child? What?
I'm...
Also, how did you...
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about to tell you remained a... I can perceive the memories of ore.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a root?
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area.
Amazing! So you can find out everything that ever happened there.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron, core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed.
I'm glad based on what I saw,
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai.
Excuse me, sir. Are you...
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there maybe...
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What is an on-site accident? We found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
You're back. How are the investigations?
We found 3 clues in the... First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This...
Forced to? But who would...
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. When he awoke, his those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged...
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that could someone have entered the site and simply...
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his, expert techniques to arrive at a conclusion. It was a child.
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from...
North. Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation.
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days...
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. In the meantime, you could keep looking for...
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men...
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlement.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the...
Wait.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon... Kunjun, what are you searching for? We're all out of clues. Let's get going.
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious stone known as
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in forging.
I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very... In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you forgot...
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering. That it sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it... Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember...
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor, I will...
Really? Oh.
Think nothing else.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they...
Great! Let's have a look. Wait! There are tracks here! These must have been left by the mine.
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints...
Hey! Footprints!
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju.
If we spaceship? Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Hi there, have you...
A miner.
Hello, have you seen any...
Stop bothering me.
Jeez, a little grunt... Whatever.
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess...
Yeah, that's them!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance.
Huh. This child.
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl.
And they...
Yes, they followed it
Let's go after... More footprints. There's a person over there!
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first! Ask questions later.
right here. Right now.
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shengyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization.
Huh? You sure you're not...
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment. Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look.
I think that's all we needed to hear.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend. Again, thank you all.
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close.
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha!
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group, all right.
Mr. Kunju.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along.
You think so? It feels like we're cracking a criminal case.
Be that as it may, we would do well. 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state.
Oh, you're quite...
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by We have encountered many clues along the way. The miners headed in the direction of...
Great! No
I left a mark in the vicinity just now.
Clever think. Hey! Over here on the ground! Is this what...
There's a basket lying here, too.
Hey!
Judging by his appearance,
Should we wake him up?
I can...
Sounds like he's whispering something.
it seems that he thinks he still has work to do. There's a camp nearby.
How is he? He won't die.
He's worked himself into a stupor.
Hyman heard him talking about digging for something.
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these... I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out.
How he came to be here is what we need,
So he was kidnapped. But if they didn't need him,
unless something happened.
ugh, Hyman's had enough.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something.
What is it?
Something for...
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Di, I was in a daze. I was so happy when Uncle Di enlisted you to help. I would never have... These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinary.
It's beautiful.
But of course, take it. And this one is for Mr. Huh? Is something...
On the contrary, I just hadn't anticipated, but thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be... Oh, I see more rocks over there.
You sure like...
Ores are the crystals of the earth. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off.
Rest easy. Oh, however,
What's with...
Traveler. Does
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. When the fighting ceased,
Cool.
and yet they are crystal creations all the same. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes...
Yeah, if he knows of its existence... Weird.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But
Ulterior motives?
a conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. We're drawing closer to our goal. I believe when you're well rested, we should ensure this miner is settled here.
Emerge, right here.
Kunjun!
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr.?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment. Difficult to say.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive.
That makes sense.
Indeed. Let's get... Wow.
And there's so many mysterious looking.
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. All right then.
Kunjun, can you see anything?
Well, there is this stone tap.
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me. Oh! This is.
Hey, what's wrong?
Just a bit lightheaded. It's Pat, not.
Whatever. Paimon's good if you don't track.
Oh.
Where does Paimon? Wait a minute.
All of you, cut.
Zhongli, quick! Let's go.
This has been newly dug. It would appear.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel?
Compose yourselves. I will lead us. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the. Listen.
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere to the gate.
So behind the seal What do we do? We can't hurt them. What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, H-Dahar, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Worthless!
Quake!
The process of elimination.
Right now.
Rise! Nothing to fear. Quake! Careless! Rise!
Come on out. Emerge. Right here.
Fisher!
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be. Crumble! Quake! Rise!
Right now. Emerge.
Here you are.
Crumble!
Right now. Emerge.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Get out of my way!
Off we everybody stand back!
Rise!
Right here.
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Nothing to fear.
Right now. Nothing lasts forever. What a nuisance.
I will have order. Crumble!
Disappear! Here!
Be crushed!
Worthless!
Fisher!
Worthless! Worthless!
Enraged Earth will not absolve you!
Quake! Crumble! Rise!
Right here. Right now. Right here.
Quake!
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Azhdaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have...
That voice?
Azhdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while. Azhdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Azhdaha the whole, but heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me.
So there are two Ashdahas?
No, it can't.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they? That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the end.
The audacity! Are you insane? I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would...
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have...
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. It's been so long. A secret...
There would be no harm in it.
Azhdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. However, that which is derived of the Earth, the memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passed, erosion ground Azhdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old Azhdaha, now incomplete. What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the This much is true. Which is why you attacked the chasm. Why you waged war against Morax. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caused the ley lines to quake, which brought untold suffering to us. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability to cope. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile. Everything. And so, we became you. And from your will, I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Azhdaha and Morax. You can hate me. No! I am the remnants of Azhdaha's benevolence. The echo of a contract set. No! This is I! Morax is... A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn! You forgot yourself. Nobody, that which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the earth, all powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea. A star appears within the wild. A sun Strange. You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do, heed these words. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting. No! That isn't true! Perhaps it isn't. But it remains. More axe!
The little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied, Azhdaha?
I had to make amends. So, Morax.
I do.
Well...
As you please.
I never did for...
I hardly lifted a finger.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of
Your power is nearly... Shall we get going? You...
Surely the pressing...
Indeed. Hence the need...
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and I found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. Huh? Young Kun, what?
Nothing. Pay it no mind.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger.
Right. Well, thank you.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem.
Kunjun, we should be calling you.
Not I. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time.
You always did have a
Curious how swords and daggers are blind.
Ejdaha.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen.
Even you met such a fate.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue...
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless. That's unimportant. Fate is you may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this...
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that Were
it not so, you would have killed me long ago.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion...
That day in the chasm...
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my...
Hence, do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face-made old friend.
Thank you, Ejdaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite flow of time.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes, don't... In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun. He was. Centuries may have passed since then.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ejdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes. Quicker than words could tell, lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds!
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
1,000 years ago, Ejderha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the lane. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ejderha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of... He was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, personally sealing away an old friend. People abandon and surrender that I was a god of mankind. My identity...
You still care a lot about Lee.
Call it, I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh, yeah. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for. Zhongli, you're a god. You...
I cannot say...
Why? You can't even give us a threat of him...
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Esh...
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts...
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues. There are many events of ages past. They have been eroded by time. But you are capable of finding them and bringing... Those who come to witness will witness. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe...